What's good? What's good? What's good? What's going on YouTube? What's going on YouTube? Back with another video today, and as y'all can already tell by the title, I got some deep digging that I'm finna do. I was gonna tell y'all about how I quit vaping, but I'll tell y'all about that later. That's also a video that's kind of in my back pocket right now. Let me know when you want to see that, how you want to see it, how you want me to present that to you. If you want to present it in this fashion right here, or you want me to bring another guest on, or somebody that you want to see again, please indeed let me know. Also, already had a little bit talks about addiction before on here already, so I didn't want to hop into it too quickly. If you go back a few previous episodes, me and my friend Josh, the one who was the cameraman on the one who was also a cameraman on one of the videos, we talked about his issues with drinking. We got a little, I'm not entirely sure how well we got into me quitting vaping. I know I talked about it a little bit for the most part, but I'm definitely going to have a deep dive into it and let you know some more, and the benefits, side effects, and all that kind of good stuff of me quitting vaping, and is it worth it? It is. But as you can see by the title of the video, man, I got some stuff to talk about. I do indeed got some stuff to talk about. And so just to go ahead and dive right into it is something that I thought about just this morning. I do apologize. It's something my dad thought about just this morning. It's about 8 in the morning right now, so I'm a little slow right now, but it's okay though. We still gonna get this done. But I thought about it this morning, and I knew I had to make that video this morning. I know the more and more content that I can make for y'all to continue to watch, the better opportunity I have for someone to pass by. And everyone has been reaching out with so much support as of recently, especially since the last video, which I thought might have been a little bit more controversial to most ears. Most people are agreeing with it, and I'm so glad that no one took it and ran too far with it in a negative way, because it's not what I wanted. That wasn't the goal. Some people want beef, and some people want, to have people mad at them because that's the way they want to get and obtain their internet clout or fame or whatever. That just wasn't the route I was trying to take with that video. And someone said, you never know who's watching. So I don't know who's behind the camera right now. I don't know if you're married. I don't know if you my age. I don't know if you're younger. I don't know if you're older. I don't know who you are, but I hope you're having a great day, and I thank you for blessing me with your time. And I hopped right into this video this morning because I thought about it just this morning, and I was like, there's no need to wait on it. I got to keep putting it out there because I really do never know who's watching. And I keep putting them out there. So I'm trying to get them to you as much as I can. This video, I guess, what I'll start with is my 9th grade year. This is my 9th grade year at good old Thomson High School. Sorry, I do apologize. No, that's right. Okay. Make sure I'm not tripping. Want to make sure I get my story together here, because I did get a little scatterbrained in the last one and started dinking and dunking and going a couple of different directions. But I'm gonna kind of tell you how I lost the taste. I kind of lost the taste for sports in Thompson, and it's the reason why I think I don't think I've been to a. I think I went to like one football game because Cam was there and Cam was doing something, and I helped him do something, and then I left. But and I hated being there the whole time. But I'm gonna tell you why though. And it's not that I have hate for the kids. I love the kids, and I hope they grow and do well. But my 9th grade year, which is my brother's 12th grade year. My brother is named Rashad. Rashad at the moment in time is the starting quarterback for Thompson High at this moment in time being. He was on a very good team. A lot of guys where the offensive line was like actually big. You had people who 6'2", 6'4", most of them over 270. You know what I'm saying? Big guys. And that's not often that you get that, especially through like a public school, that you get such size during the football season. Because I know a lot of people, you go out there and look at football, sometimes you just see the other guys come out the locker room, you're like, damn, them boys are big. That's because, I mean, it be that year, it be that time, and it was that year and that time. My brother would come. My brother had come home visibly upset one or two times during the summer, and during like summer training for football. And my mom was trying to figure out why and what was going on, and come to find out he was having issues with the head coach, and that's and him and the head coach really weren't seeing eye to eye per se. But my brother came home like in tears one day. And I had seen a lot out of my brother up until this point in my life, but I had never seen tears like those. Tears that weren't inflicted by a wound or he got a, you know what I'm saying, we was little, he got a whooping or something. Like, I had never seen tears like that come out of him, like emotional tears. He was hurt. And we're going throughout that time, and we're trying to figure out why. Of course you don't want to just, even as a parent, and I respect, my mom and my stepdad for this. I think at first they were both like, well, you know what I'm saying, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying, it's like, you know what I'm saying, are you doing too much at practice? Or it's like who'd you rub the wrong way? What's going on? Did you get in trouble with this person or something like that? And it was a very confusing situation because the head coach's son plays on the team too. And the head coach's son is also a quarterback. You can already notice a trend here as well. But they were cool. Like, as in, like, Rashad, my brother, talked to the other quarterback. And they were like, they were cool. They did quarterback drills together. I mean, they saw each other a lot because they were both quarterbacks. And quarterbacks are usually, I don't know if you know anything about football practice, and if you don't, quarterbacks are usually with the quarterbacks. Like, that's it. Like, they're like kickers and punters. Like, there's no transitioning to learning some defensive stuff. There's no fine tuning this, that. No. They in the quarterback group. So they see each other very, very often. And he had no problem with him. The head coach proceeded to continue to give my brother issues. And before I found out this next piece of information, found out that the head coach had also had two younger sons. And he had brought them all over with him into the school system when he moved over here to become the head coach. And someone apparently said something out of the way to one of his sons or something like that, maybe. So this head coach decides to walk over to the middle school and physically lay hands and grab this kid. And I know this dude too. I ended up meeting this dude in high school too, which was pretty insane because I didn't know who he was. But we ended up becoming good friends before I started talking about this story, and I found out that he was him. He got jacked up and pushed up against a wall because he said something out of the way to his son. And let me remind you, he's a middle schooler being jacked up by a grown man. All right, let's go and get that clear. We get a call from a recruiter, and I can't tell you what school this recruiter is from. I told my friends before. I can't tell you who this recruiter is from because he will lose his job if so. But this recruiter called, and it's kind of hard to just like have a recruiter just, you know what I'm saying, just on the phone. But he called, and my brother, who we were wondering where the scholarships were. And I say this, and I say that the team was good. The team was absolutely immaculate. The team was set out with a bunch of stars. The running back room looked crazy. Shout out to all of the linemen who sat there and did their best to protect my brother while he played quarterback. Shout out to the running backs and the wide receivers. You know, you had we had big, tall wide receivers that weren't just big and tall for no reason. They could go up. They could actually catch a ball. The running back room I'm talking about the running back room was so deep. I'm talking about the running back room, like, went deeper than a submarine, dog. The running back room was deep. I'm going to shout out some of those guys, but I'm going to just finish the story first. We get a call from a recruiter, and come to find out, my brother did have scholarships, and he was getting offers from places. And some people were offering, 2 years. Some people were offering, hey, come on down and come try out, or come over here. We'll pay for your books and your tuitions for now, but let's see what you got out there. And some of them, like this in particular recruiter who called us, had a full ride scholarship for my brother. A full ride scholarship. He was going to get full 4 free years of college and get to play more football, which is what he wanted to do. Come to find out, this head coach tells this guy he's not from a good family. And so now we're all in the house pissed, upset. I had never really hated anybody before. I was very much a nerd growing up. I did love playing sports, but I never hated anybody. I never had beef with anybody. I wasn't prone to fights. But I never felt hatred before in my heart until I saw that man's face. He by far was like the only person I felt comfortable with leaving the earth and never coming back. I was okay with that, if you get what I'm saying. I was okay with that. That's how much it bothered me. My brother would come home crying from practices. He would come home upset from games. I'm talking about he would come home upset from games, bro. The score is 48-6. We beat the dog shit out of people. Score was 48-6, and my brother come home sad. I'm like, nigga, what is you crying for? Why are you hurt right now? And if anybody knows and if any of you, some of you know my brother, and you might know him in a few different lights or whatever it may be. But if you know any part of Rashad, crying and being upset about something that a teacher got to say, or principal or anything, or coach or anything, never really was a part of his thing. But this coach sat here and tortured him. Didn't give him a future, and proceeded to try to cut off his future for football. And we still don't know why to this day. But that man hated my brother. He just hated my brother. I hated to see him. And so one day, I'm hoping it's all in his mind. I'm hoping everything's cool, and I'm just like, whatever. I'm in the 9th grade. I'm like, how old are you in the 9th grade? 15, 16, something like that? I'm 15 years old. I'm barely understanding how to process these emotions anyway. So I'm playing football. I'm playing 9th grade football. I'm playing just JV, I go into my weightlifting class one day, and we're lifting weights, and I turn around, and I kid you not, as close as this camera is to me right now, which the camera's all of 2 steps away from me, I proceeded to ask Coach Rob Ridings a question. I proceeded to ask him a question, and he stood there and ignored me. And I was like, okay, maybe he didn't hear me. Because I'm trying to proceed with the set that we have to do. Like, I'm trying to do the thing that's in front of me. But I had just came from getting some water. I didn't watch the guy in front of me go. So I just wanted to be clear on the amount of reps that we have to do. Because if we got to do 5 reps or 10 reps or something like that, I might have to change this weight that's down here. You know what I'm saying? I might have to do that too. He proceeded to ignore me. And the only thing he ever opened up his mouth to say with me is, "You can get out of my class." That's the only thing he ever said to me. There was nothing there, and I did nothing. I did nothing. And I did absolutely nothing. Coach Rob Ridings. Coach Rob Ridings. Ruined my brother's career. He ruined my brother's career. He treated me like shit too. And that's the day that I found out that, wow, this guy really is a dick. Forgive me for my language. But that is by far one of the worst people I've ever met in my entire life. And I don't say that lightly. So, after dealing with all of that and processing all of that, my brother ends up going to college. Of course, we have to pay for it now, unfortunately, because obviously he's not good. Because he's not good enough, apparently. Because apparently he's not good enough. I end up going to some different schools and all that kind of good stuff, and I come back around my senior year. My senior year, I decided to play football for Thomson High. And I was like, okay, it's been a few years. There's a different head coach. We could probably go out here and make something happen. Indeed, I was wrong. Very wrong. So in the beginning of the summer, all the skill guys, because the coaches don't know who anybody really is. Obviously, they've heard some names, they've seen some stuff, but they don't know who anybody really is. They got to see us. So all the skill guys, we're just lining up just to run simple routes, and the quarterbacks that we got are going to throw the routes. Everyone has a case of the dropsies. Everyone. Nobody can catch the football. Simple 5-yard passes, 9 routes, post routes, hitches. We cannot catch the football. I'm talking about player after player after player is running these routes. All of us are dropping the ball, including myself. We're dropping the ball. I don't know if any of these guys went home and did it, but me, I went home, and I don't really know I don't even know if this really helped. But I went home, and when I was in the yard, I heard before that Jerry Rice used to, I think it was Jerry Rice, he used to throw a brick up in the air. Like it was literally like a brick. And you had to work on catching the brick. And apparently you caught the ball better or something. I went out in the yard and I went back and I was just trying to catch. I was like, why are we not catching? Was we just nervous or something? And it really is. You got to get used to a regulation size football. You know what I'm saying? This ain't your little backyard football that somebody bought that they wanted small enough, customized for their little hands to fit on. You got to be able to grab it. I go out there, I'm throwing up a brick, I'm tossing the ball around to myself, and before I know it, I got my hands back, right? I get my hands back sooner than everyone else, fortunately for me. So now I'm the only person out there who's catching more than 2 passes in a row. I'm catching everything. So we're literally running passing drills, and they're moving me to different spots because they know they won't see the drill completed because nobody's going to catch the pass. I'm moving to all of these different spots. I'm catching all of the passes. I'm running. We're moving forward throughout the summer. We're learning different plays. We're getting different things. We're getting different things done. And the summer wasn't too bad. I mean, well, I say the summer was too bad. The summer's always bad, but it wasn't too bad. It's always bad. You have to mentally prepare yourself for it. The closest thing to Marine Corps boot camp that you're probably gonna see if you don't go to the military is summer football. I have a third-degree burn. I had a third-degree burn on my shoulder because I got in trouble one day and I had to worm on the side of the field. But the side of the field has a little bit of dirt on it, and it's so hot outside that while I'm worming and crawling across, I'm ripping off the skin of this shoulder in particular because I'm right-handed. So when I started crawling and I wanted to be done and I couldn't crawl no more, obviously I started to lean more to this right side. So to worm, I have to have hands behind the back. I got my face in the dirt and I'm crawling on the ground like this. And I'm literally like doing like this, pulling myself through the dirt. And the dirt is, ain't no telling how hot the dirt actually was because I got a third-degree burn from it on my shoulder. So we're getting through it. We get to like one of our preseason games. I think we played Burke County. I wasn't really having a great game that game. I'm a smaller guy, and I went out there and I found out I was small. Those guys were just much bigger than me, and I needed to figure out how to produce being my size, or I just needed to either get bigger, one or the other. So I go out there. I don't really have a great game that day. I go out there. They throw me a few deep. They throw me one deep pass that I think would have changed the trajectory of how I would have been able to play. But I'm running a post route, and the DB I actually get him this go round. I pull out a different move because he was sitting on everything. He was doing a good job. I wasn't doing good. And I finally hit him with a route. I sent him sliding. I'm running the post. I believe Bubba throws me this pass because I think Demetrius is hurt at this point. Bubba throws me this pass, and it's like the pass is a little late, but like the play was made for a post route. So the post route is a little longer developing. But my post route came kind of quick because I worked the dude that was in front of me. I finally worked him. I worked the guy who was in front of me. I run the post route. He's hauling ass back behind me. He kicks me in my foot as I'm running towards the ball. And as we all know, that's pass interference. You can't hit a wide receiver while he's just running for the ball because, I mean, if that was the case, no wide receivers would ever catch anything. That's PI. Right? I don't catch the ball. We get into week one, and they're starting to set up stuff for the first game, and I'm not out there, like, at all. And you can tell whether you're gonna be like in the starting or second string. You can tell whether you're like gonna start or be like a second string or either like a flex guy who comes in every few plays. You'll know that before the week's out. You'll know that before Friday. And I wasn't out there, and I was like, I'll be down. And so I was like, okay, all right, maybe I gotta do something. I'm gonna try something. I go out there, and this is week two. I go out there. I'm on scout team. I'm moving myself around. I like to try my best to put myself in positions that I think I can play on scout team, so that when I play on scout team and I play against the first string, I can look my best, so that they can be like, oh, okay, so that's what he can do, right? I go out there. I'm working people. I'm giving good work. I by far, you can ask my teammates before I continue on, I am not the best player on that field. I don't think I was good enough to go to Alabama. I'm not finna sit here and lie to you and tell you that. I'm not a future Georgia Bulldog dog. I'm not. But I was good enough to be playing at that time, playing high school football. I was good enough. I even had somebody just DM me the other day. He was like, bro, just thank you just for all of the stuff. And then he mentioned about, like, you know what I'm saying, thank you for what you said to me at practice. You know how many random people I got texts from and said, thank you for what you said at practice? Because I always listened and I needed to know the plays. And one of the things that I needed to know, I have to be hyper aware of stuff because I'm usually the smallest guy on the field sometimes. I will get my ass ran the hell over if I don't know what's going on. And that's just the way it was. So I was able to help people out and give people advice and show people different things. And I'm going through and I'm doing my stuff and I'm like, okay, still no playing time. I'm on kickoff return. I'm not actually returning the kickoff, and I am on just flat out kick off, right? So I know we're gonna see the film in the film room. So I do my best to try not to take a play off, so that I don't look crazy, I don't look insane, and so that because I want to play. And then if you come up to ask your coaches, hey, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, if you start showing them, this is what happens. This is what happens in Thomson though. If you come up and show them like, hey, coach, you know, I can get a play, man. You know what I'm saying? Just let me get a play. Let me get a play. You know what I'm saying? Like not. Oh my God, coach, put me in, please. No. Like, hey, coach, yeah, let's go. Let me get a play. Let me get 1 or 2 on 'em. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this guy out the field. Let me get 1 or 2 plays in. Nope. Get blown off. And now I'm pissed. Now I'm fuming. I go out there and I start running around and I got turf toe. Some of you, you're gonna have to look up what that is, bro, because I don't think there's a really good way for me to explain it, not as a medical professional. So I got turf toe. Only way to get rid of turf toe is to not play for 2 weeks. I can't afford that because I want to play football. I'm still not in the starting lineup. Nobody's still really looking my way, even though I'm making their best players that they're picking for all of this stuff look absolutely silly. With all due respect to my guys. All due respect to my guys. I go out there. What week is this? I don't know what week number this is. This is about midway through the season. I go out there and I'm like, man, I gotta turn another one. I'm like, what do all of those other guys have? What do those super special guys have that the regular guys don't have? They can go out there on a football field and not do exactly what they're coached to do and do a good job. I'm pretty sure nobody told Lamar Jackson to hit somebody with a but Lamar Jackson's in the NFL and Lamar Jackson is an MVP and he's also on the route to have another MVP season. And so I was like, okay, so I do gotta listen to them, make sure I hear them, make sure I'm trying to respect them, but I also gotta, Rayvon, you're smart, act like it, be yourself. So I go out there and I'm looking at the stuff that they're doing. I'm seeing the people move around, and I'm playing corner. I'm playing corner like this. I'm playing corner on defense, and I play quarterback and wide receiver on offense as far as like scout team stuff throughout that whole week. I am locking them up at corner. They did not get a single pass off in my vicinity unless it was a screen. If they threw the ball on this side of the field, no matter what coverage I was in, no matter whether I was in zone, no matter whether we were playing man, they did not get a pass off in my direction. My coaches looked at me and said, one of the coaches on offense looked at me and said, Sturgis, stop messing up all the plays. Stop knowing all the plays. I'm like, fam, y'all are literally installing new plays for a new week, and my black ass is sitting over here, and y'all over there calling the plays. I don't know the play, but if they sitting right in front of me and they showing me, if I'm seeing different alignments and stuff, they showing me obvious stuff. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hop on it. We get the 2-minute drill Thursday. On Thursday. I'm out there. I'm playing DB. We basically put best on best out there. So the best possible defense we could get versus the best possible offense. And of course, I'm on the best possible defense, which is weird because I don't play at all. Although our starting quarterback, Demetrius, has got hurt. Our running back, Bubba, has gotten hurt. Let me remind you, both of these guys, you know why they're hurt? Because they play every single down. Every down that they can possibly play, them two, well, I say them two, it's more than just them two. They were playing and getting hurt. They were getting hurt because they would not take them out of the game. They would not do it. And the positions that both of them played, I could play them too. I literally grew up with them. I've literally been playing football with them forever. I can play these positions too. Now. We get to this week, right? And we're going 2-minute drill. Now, 2-minute drill is going on. And so, 2-minute drill is like basically them going over how do we rush things in case we get into this situation. Let's say the game does come down to the last 2 minutes and we got the ball. How are we going to get down there and how are we going to score? What do we have in our bag for that? And so they started getting in their bag for that, right? They're playing against us. They're throwing the ball. We're having a good little battle. They get all the way up towards the top of the field. Tay runs over. He catches a post. I'm playing safety at this point. I run over there. I tackle Tay because I got to make sure Tay doesn't get out of bounds. We get out of bounds, the clock stops. I tackle Tay right there. We get back up. They're finna run the next play. They're going Hail Mary, and then they were finna put me over at the corner, and I was like, Coach, no, I'm not. No, I need to be playing safety. And so he went with it because we had to hurry. Went with it. I'm playing safety. I catch a last minute interception. It's a pouring rain down that day, bro. Fam, it felt like a movie. It's pouring rain that day. 2-minute drills going on. I've been playing good all week. I just catch a pick to seal the deal this week. This is the last time we're in full pads this week. They pull me into the office and nobody says anything to me. Nobody says like I don't remember any coach ever saying like good job. I don't remember. Forgive me, some coaches if you did, but I don't remember anybody ever telling me good job, great job. I don't remember any of that. I come in the next day, Thursday, and I'm about to get ready for practice, and they say, Sturgis, let me see you in the locker. Let me see you in the weight room. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, what I done did? I ain't do nothing. I'm over here one hour like, what I gotta? So I stuck my chest out, and I walked in there like a man, heart pounding, beating. I don't know what's going on. I win Scout Team Player of the Week. Scout Team Player of the Week goes to the people who were on scout team, not the starting, not the first string, who were on scout team, and they made the starters, the people who play on every Friday, look bad. They played good against the starters. And so I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So the coaches noticed me. The coaches noticed that I flipped the switch. I tried something different. It worked out. I'm playing well. Okay, so I get to see a few more snaps. I don't. I was also earlier that year. I was also injured. I had something going on with my hand. I think I might have broke a finger or something like that. I don't forgot what it was. It wasn't too crazy, but like I just needed to wrap it up. And we're in line to get like taped up and fixed up before practice. And the trainer's room isn't very big, so it's only a few guys at a time, and it's a couple of young ladies who usually help out with the training. So you don't need a bunch of dudes in there anyway, respectfully. So dudes will come by, we're getting ready. We're in line to get taped up. And the line, as the season gets on, that line gets a little long because people got different aches and pains and all that kind of good stuff. Now, this guy just walked in the locker room and got a cramp before practice even started. He need to roll it out. I'm in line to go get something, and my head coach walks up to me and says, you. First off, you. That's what I was called, was you. You. Move out of the way. Let somebody important go in there. And he was pointing to Demetrius, who was behind me. And that's also something that kind of set a fire in me to keep, you know what I'm saying, to work to win that scout team player of the week, to change something about my game. Because my 9th grade year, while I was playing football, we had very, very few guys on our team. This was the first time I got to see like super, super serious, like this was one of the few times like I was the most important guy, one of the most important guys on the team. And like, you know, I'd been a good player before. I played football before, but like this is one of the times I was the most important guy on the team. I wasn't gifted like everybody else from a young age, like at like 6 or 7, to just go out there and they were just dogs. I was not good when I was young. So I'm getting a lot of experience in. I'm playing wide receiver. I'm playing quarterback. I'm playing all of this stuff like in game. I'm playing wide receiver, quarterback, safety. We don't have a lot of players. And our literally our best of our best players, the bigger guys too, all of them got moved up to varsity, so we didn't really get to play with our top tier players. So now it's time for somebody to step up and be different. So and this is the senior year where my brother was getting mistreated. One of the coaches requested for me. I find out that the wide receiver coach from the varsity team requested for me to move up so I can go ahead and start getting varsity, you know, practice reps, so I can see what's the difference between my 9th grade JV games and them at varsity. What's the real difference? Because I mean, you can see it, but I got to put my hands on it so I can know what I can, so I know what I can and can't do, and what I need to fix and what I need to not fix. And they said I wasn't ready. Who is they? Who is that coach? Who knows? But I know some of you might be like, man, how did this Rob Ridings guy get away with this? Like, I know some of you might not be from here. It's like, how did this Rob Ridings guy get away from it? Go look up a picture of Rob Ridings and look at me, and you'll find out why. You'll find out very quickly why he got away with it. But this, unfortunately, is why I don't really feel comfortable with Thomson Athletics. I know I went on a bit of a rant there, but at the end of the day, dog, if you want me to be completely honest and completely true, bro, it just hurt my feelings. That's all it is. And that's all there is to it. It hurt my feelings, bro, to know that, like, it's just like nobody cared about me. None of my coaches really cared about me. None of my coaches really cared. My brother gets up there, he does amazing, he does wonderful things, and he gets college scholarships taken away from him. There's no telling how many there was. He gets different opportunities taken away from him. And I just can't, and it's hard for me to go back there and like just to be there in that stadium, you know. It's hard for me to go back in there and be in that stadium and sit there and pretend like I support this organization. And I know some people say, "Oh, well, you can go to support the kids," and I'm like, no. Because at the end of the day, when you go to a football game, if I go to a football game for my son, not only is it for my son, I'm also, because if I'm wearing a Thomson Bulldog shirt, that shirt say Thomson Bulldogs. The shirt don't say Rayvon Sturgis. Might say Sturgis on the back, but that shirt say Thomson Bulldogs. The money from that shirt go to that organization. The $7 I had to pay to get in the game go to that organization. It goes to that entity. I have to sit in the stands that entity built. And it's really hard. And it's really hard for me to be there. Because of the history. I just can't tell you how much it hurt, bro, because I just wanted to play football, bro. Me and my brother, we just wanted to play football. And in my senior year, we didn't do very well as a unit and didn't win many games, so it started just to feel like a job. People always want to militarize football and make it more and more as if I joined the army rather than I playing high school football. I believe you learn respect. I believe you learn perseverance. I believe you learn a lot of crucial things while you're there. But they made it a job. And I hated my job. I ain't never went out there and proved them all wrong, and they just, you know what I'm saying, everybody just forgot about me. Everybody forgot about Rayvon like just all at one time. Family didn't really care. Hell, they don't care now. I think they came to one of my football games. I'm trying to remember which game it was so I can at least tell you that, but I don't even remember what game it was. I ended up quitting after going out there and working hard and showing them my abilities, and they recognized my abilities and still just blew me to the side. And I quit and I went and played soccer, and nobody came to my soccer games either. Nobody came to those. And it's crazy because, and I know a lot of y'all out there doing it too. I mean, it's just like, because I mean, nobody's really gonna care till you're famous, right? I promise you. I know more people. I know more people from just life who do more and care more about what I'm doing than most of the people that I'm supposedly supposed to call family. And for someone who might have the same issues, one of the best things I did was I just stopped expecting it from them. I stopped expecting You gotta stop expecting grandma to be grandma. Stop expecting mom to be mom. I stopped expecting dad to be dad. I just stopped expecting anything out of these people. Because it's just a setup for disappointment. But yeah. Long story short, Rob Ridings and a large chunk of the coaching staff that's still there now at Thomson High School is a big part of the reason why I don't do Thomson athletics anymore. And I hope and pray that nobody's kids are going through what I'm going through. But if you are, bro, you're not alone. You're not the only one. You can still make it. And it's okay to be upset. It happens, bro. But I love y'all. And I really appreciate y'all for tuning in, and a lot of y'all for being so supportive and texting me and snapping me and DMing me and telling me stuff. I hope that the things that I can share in my life can kind of help you with yours. If I could go back and I could see the issues that my brother was having with his head coach, and if we knew what we knew then, if you want to play football at the next level, bro, you might have to move schools. And I know you probably don't. I know that's easier said than done. You got to change addresses. Your family probably can't just up and move. I usually see the said and done, but that's probably your best route. But thank y'all once again for tuning in. Y'all have a great Friday. Oh, it is Friday. Yeah, that's right. So there's probably a game on today. Enjoy the game if you do go. I'm not telling you to not support anybody. I'm not telling you to not go to the games or anything. Just giving you my piece of the puzzle and why you don't usually see me there. But yeah. Love y'all. God bless all of you. And the best thing you can ever do for me is just pray for me. Pray for me and my family. But I'm out. Deuces.